few inches later.
You are good to go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What y'all saying? What y'all saying? What y'all saying? Bruh. Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Lejeune here. I'm not back here with another video. Now, you guys see in today's video, we got some brand new information when it comes to the Klaw raid, and also we got some information for the new reward system that is coming along with the raid as well. So we have a lot to talk about today. So before we get into the video, if you guys go to enjoy it, you guys liked it, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss the video, and also be notified when I upload a video, and most importantly, make sure you guys hit that like button. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Damn, homie, they ain't ready for this. Scared a shot, I'm working, hurt them worse than slitting your wrist. Hit subscribe, smash like, ring the bell, stay tuned. Now without further ado, here's the duel of June. Yeah.
Alright, so last night we had a lot of information that was given to us when it comes to the new raid and also the reward system that would be coming along with the raid as well. Now all this information does come from Brian. He is a game designer at Crystal Dynamics for Avengers, so all this does come from him. So first thing we're going to get into is the reward system. Now right now we already know that when it comes to the reward system, for instance, for the mega level threat, once you complete it for one hero, you have to wait next week to complete it on another hero just to get the exotics and rewards for the mega level threat. Now it will be changed to per hero now. So say for instance, we have 9 heroes, 10 when Spider-Man does come out eventually for PlayStation. There will be 9 quests for the mega level threat rewards for each hero. So you can now complete it with, you know, any heroes that you want to with the 4, 9, or 10 when Spider-Man comes out, or you can do it individually with either Black Panther, Hulk, or Thor, for instance, and you will be able to run it and actually get the rewards from the Omega level threat, since that it will be implemented with the new reward system. And this will apply to the raid as well, and I'll be going into that soon. But I like the fact that they are doing this, because it does explain to like the replayability, I guess you could say, when it comes to missions, since you complete it one time currently and that's it. You have to wait next week just to even get the rewards just for completing the mega level threat. So I like the fact that they are doing this, especially for the raid as well. And speaking about that, the raid will have this same reward system as well. Since it has a normal and elite version, it will have 1 quest for the normal to get exotics and 1 quest for elite to get exotics. So that is pretty nice right there. And also the elite version of the raid will have exclusive perks, which is pretty nice. I like the fact that they're doing this, because when it comes to games that I play that have raids, there's always an elite version and there's always exclusive things that are in the elite version of the raid or mission. And I like the fact that they're following this, because it's going to make people actually want to grind it. But it does depend on the loot. I'm not saying that it's an automatic W. It really does depend on the loot for the raid when it comes to this. And say for instance for the future, if they do have future raids, if the raid loot perks are really good, it's going to really extend the replayability for players that actually want to play it and just get the perks and just the exclusive loot. So yeah, I really like the fact that they're doing this, but we just really have to wait to see what the perks look like in the Klaw raid, just to see if it's actually worth it or not, or it's a step in the right direction. So we're gonna see once we get there. But I have something that just, I'm so glad that Brian answered this. This is something that has just been like really bothering me a lot. So you guys know, once you complete the OLT, after you complete the quest and get all the exotics and the rewards and all that, after you complete it and you go into it again, you know, at the end you get 10 upgrade modules and a blue rarity ISO. That's all you get. Brian has stated that for consecutive runs, the rewards have been improved. Now this goes so far for me, because it's been times where I just go into the OLT just for the challenge, and I get, you know, teammates that don't know what they're doing sometimes. They don't got the right builds for it. And when we get to the mega level threat, or when it comes to the super adaptoid boss fight, they struggling, they dying. And you know, it's a lot of stress on the player just for that if you know what you're doing, just to like try to carry them through it. And once you finally complete it, you see 10 upgrade modules and a blue ISO. It hurts the spirit, to be honest. You just don't feel rewarded at all. And the fact is they are changing it and improved it. I'm very, very happy for that. Now, I don't know if the rewards that from, it being improved will be worth it or not. I can't say. We just have to see when it officially comes out. But the fact is that they did change it. I'm very happy for that. And they also did state it will play into the new gear system level as well, since when the raid comes out, it will have a power cap increase. So that is very something to be looking forward to, that I will be looking forward into, since they are changing it. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty dope. So let's get on to the raid information that was talked about in this Discord. It is pretty interesting to an extent, but yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so when it comes to the raid, Brian did talk a little bit about it. Now, Brian did state that the raid is longer than the Super Adaptoid OLT. He did state that the fastest group he was in would lasted 90 minutes, which is an hour and 30 minutes. Now, compared to the OLT, if you guys remember, Phil, the Warzone director, did state that it took 30 minutes for people that knew what they were doing to complete the Omega level threat. So you see the time gap when it comes to, hour 30 minutes to 30 minutes. So you can see that the raid will be a bit longer, of course, with the time that they did state, with an hour 30 minutes. So that is going to be something to look forward to, especially since, with other communities and games that do have raids, they do take a while to get used to, especially once it officially releases. It's going to take a while to get used to all the mechanics for the raid, and even when you get used to it and the meta and everything, it's going to be a process just to get to like a fast run, because certain things can happen in a boss fight or a raid that can happen to make it even longer for you. So yeah, especially with Avengers not having a join in session progress, it's sometimes people gonna rage quit. You're gonna have to just restart completely. So I don't know. It's gonna be pretty interesting to see when it comes out, since Avengers doesn't have a join in session progress. So especially if you're matchmaking, it's gonna be hell for you. It really is. If you don't have a group already made, it's gonna be bad. But I did ask the question to Brian about the glass cannon builds. So of course we already know right now in the game, glass cannon builds, even in a mega level threat, the most challenging mission in the game right now. It really is. I promise you it is. Especially with the Super Adaptoid boss fight. Glass cannon is still good. Like, it's still good to run glass cannon. You can still beat the mega level threat, the Super Adaptoid, with a glass cannon build. If you got teammates that know what they're doing, you can really beat it. So I did ask, and Brian did state that glass cannon builds will be usable in a raid, but a strong support character will really be helpful for the glass cannon builds. There are enemies, there are mechanics and encounters that require some defense. So of course, we know when it comes to support characters in this game right now, in my opinion, the strongest support characters when it comes to healing wise, since you're going to be need to get healed if you're a glass cannon, is Kamala and Hawkeye. Kamala with her two exotics, with that it helps her healing spirit, which giving her damage reduction and a damage boost and a crit chance boost just for activating healing spirit is so good. And the fact that you can revive teammates that are down with healing spirit and they have the buff as well when they get revived, it's just too good to pass up for Kamala. It really is, especially with Hawkeye. Hawkeye has the Well of Radiance type skill, I guess you could say, if you guys play Destiny 2. Hawkeye's healing is basically like the Well of Radiance. You can actually get a buff from it, and you also can heal you as well. So it is pretty nice, those two. I feel like they're going to be very viable when it comes to the raid itself. But the fact is, glass cannons can be usable, but honestly, from what Brian did state, that when it comes to certain things that you will encounter in this raid, it needs to require some defense. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to see. Of course, I really feel like at the end of the day, probably the glass cannon is going to find a way to cheese the raid and just get through it fast, which I probably will be one of the people that will try to cheese it. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I'm gonna try it out at least to see if it's gonna be needed or not. But yeah, it is something to look forward to when it comes to the raid. As I did stated, he did talk a little bit about the raid, but that was pretty much it, to be honest. But yeah. Another thing that he did talk about, my bad, I forgot about this, about the Sonic and Vibranium. Those status effects will be very valuable in this raid, since it is dealing with Klaw and it has Sonic and Vibranium. So you're going to really need those builds. Currently, I have some builds with Vibranium and Sonic, but he did state that you don't need Vibranium and Sonic to complete the raid. He just stated that currently for the raid, for what it is, Vibranium and Sonic will be very, very helpful and will make it the raid more easier for you to complete it. So you don't have to build Vibranium and Sonic, but if you want the raid to be more of a easier, clean experience, it will be very helpful. But yeah, that is basically it. Now I just really wish they could honestly just, like, I'm glad that they're really talking more about the raid and just everything about it that's coming along with it, the reward system and all that good stuff. I just wish they could like really get it out there to like everybody, especially in the general audience, because in the general audience they think that they don't listen to the community, there's no interaction or nothing like that. But they have been very active when it comes to interactions in this Discord, a lot, and I just really wish they could get it out there so people could see that they are trying to get feedback, that they are sticking to this game, that they do care. So I just really wish they can get it out there more to show that they do care. But we're going to see in the coming weeks. They did state that next week that we will be getting a big update, I guess you could say, for content in a blog next week. So I feel like that's going to probably be the release date for the raid, and probably Spider-Man. I think hopefully we're gonna see, because Spider-Man was in the picture for the roadmap. So we're gonna see next week. Let me know in the comments if you guys think it's gonna be the release date for the Klaw and for Spider-Man, or you think it's just gonna be the release date for the raid. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about everything that was discussed in the video. Does it sound nice to you for the reward system, the changes that's coming along with that, especially with the raid information that I was able to see in this Discord? Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about it. But yes, Legion here. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video as I enjoyed making it. But before we head out, if you guys are not, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on post notifications, so there's a video and always be notified when I upload a video. And most importantly, make sure you guys hit that like button. Of course, I do have a Discord if you guys want to join. It's called the Jew Cave. We go over everything to the Marvel's Avengers, Gotham Knights, just other games in general that is coming out as well. So if you guys want to join that, the link is below. Also, I do stream on Twitch. If you guys want to come out to the Twitch streams, the link is below for that one as well. You're missing out if you're not in the Twitch streams. And also, I do have memberships on the channel. If you guys want to join that, the memberships is below. Want to give a quick shout out to the elite members and the rookie members. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, that's the June here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm gone. Peace.